The testing that I recommend really is not testing. It's a good history. If I find out that that child has had a large bowel movement at any time, a large diameter, beyond anything that one might expect, in terms of what the bowel movement of a child might look like, that tells me that that child is a stool withholder. You get a large bowel movement, you have a large bowel movement because you withhold stool, and a massive stool builds up on the left side of your large intestine down near your tush, and that is only seen in stool withholding. Constipated kids don't have large bowel movements, they tend to have small bowel movements. So that I think that is, in a sense, the best test that one has. I think that occasionally I get an abdominal x-ray. I like to see how much stool there is, to see whether the left side of the large intestine, again, is impacted with stool. There's a fecal impaction, because it's that fecal impaction that's going to lead to soiling. With enough discomfort, the child can't hold back and starts to soil. Occasionally I will do a urine. Urine withholding, especially in girls, is very common, just as stool withholding is, and the two go hand in hand. So if I have a girl who has had any urinary tract complaints, I'll do a urine. I don't feel that endoscopy, upper endoscopy or colonoscopy is necessary. Occasionally one blood test, that's a test for celiac disease, which is gluten intolerance. Gluten's a protein of wheat and rye and barley. And celiac disease can cause severe constipation and bloating and abdominal distension or swelling, as one sees in stool withholding. And it's very common. Celiac disease probably occurs in about 1 in 80 or 1 in 90 kids around the world. So I do a test for celiac disease. So you're talking about maybe an x-ray, a blood test, maybe a urine, but a good history. Make the diagnosis of encopresis in children when I'm treating them over the phone by asking some simple questions. Number one, encopresis is defined as the child being at least 4 years of age and defecating in a place other than a toilet. That's the real sort of formal definition of encopresis. I honestly believe that if you have a 3-year-old who's also soiling in his underwear or is pull-up dependent, where every time that child wants to go, they're given a pull-up or a diaper, and basically the pull-up and diaper are just in place of a toilet. I think even at 3, 3.5, I would say that child had encopresis, although there's no medical code at that age. So I know that that child's an encopretic because he's not or she's not defecating in the toilet consistently. In terms of knowing that a child is withholding, which is the cause of the encopresis, all I have to do is find out, one, do they ever have a large stool, which is absolutely consistent with stool withholding, not with constipation, and is there stool withholding behavior? If you look at children who stool withhold, depending on their age, if you look at 2.5, 3-year-old kids, frequently they will grab their mother's legs, straighten their legs, squeeze their rear end together, squeeze their rear end so that their buttock cheeks are squeezed together, and become very agitated. They may dance on their toes. They may do what's called the duty dance, where they dance around on their toes because of the discomfort they're having, and at the same time they're soiling stool. They may cross their legs. They hide. If you can't find your kid who's an encopretic, look in the closet, look under the bed. They're hiding while they go into the bathroom. So there are all sorts of behaviors that indicate that youngster is withholding and soiling, and I can get all that information in just a few minutes on the telephone. I actually don't have to examine a kid to know that he's withholding. I can do it by history.